I'd like to talk about refretting. Okay, so first thing that comes to mind is I've seen a lot of people on videos plane the fingerboard. They thin down the fingerboard. I was taught by a very brilliant man, I call him a genius, and he said the fingerboard is the strength of the neck. It is the strength of the truss rod because the truss rod is pushing on the fingerboard. So if your fingerboard is very thin, very soft, weak, the neck may take a couple dips. It won't have a nice, consistent radius. So you never thin down a fingerboard. You can plane a little bit off the top, but don't take down much. And then with these older Fender rosewood fingerboards, you never, ever want to saw through the fingerboard and down to where the maple starts. If the fingerboard is not thick enough, and or if your fret tang, the tang is the part that goes into the slot, is too long, then you take the height off the bottom of the tang, which is what I had to do with this. I had to thin down the tangs because they were 10 thousandths too wide, which would have opened up the slots. If you want to make a board curve, you would put slots in it and put something in that would widen the slot, and it'll make the board curve. You don't want to do this. You want to keep this straight. You don't want it too loose that it curls forward and the frets are not seated tightly. Just the right amount of width. What was I saying? So, if your tangs are too long, then I take the height off the bottom of the tang so that they do seat properly, and I'm not going into the maple. It's a shame. I see so many of these old necks where they go in and they saw. This is an old funky saw, but it is the right width for what I needed. But I like this saw a lot. This is great for if you have binding and you have to go in and clean the slots. You can stay inside of the binding. This one won't stay in between the two bindings. This one will. I use this to clean out the slots. And this rosewood is so hard that I actually could not lower the slot. The rosewood is just really hard, and this is very sharp. This is a great special tool. StuMac makes good tools. This is a .015 size. The slots are .022. You certainly do not want to make the slots any wider. Let's see, what else? Oh, another cool thing is when you cut the length of the frets before you put them in, or even when you cut them after, when you make that cut, boom, it can actually take, where's the camera? Take the tang, see if we can focus on this. So there's the tang down there. It can actually take the very, I can't get a focus, but could take the edge of the fret and bend it in one direction. So when you're done, the fret on the end looks like it took a turn, a curve, like maybe the fret went in crooked. It didn't. It's just the pliers can take that tang and give it a shove in one direction. So be really careful when you nip them at the end. What What else? Yeah, I guess that's it for now. I should make notes so I can remember what I want to say, but that's it for now. Bye.